What up, YouTube?
How you doing, everybody?
We are Infinite Toast.
We are
You'll
indeed.
be forgiven for not realising that 'cause it's the first time this
Has happened.
has happened.
It's very strange and new.
Yeah, but this is a response to the 100 sub video, the gamer tag from the Cartridge kids.
That's right.
Those crazy cats.
Those crazy cats from the bigger island.
Yeah, yes, this is ScareCrow. Thanks for the tag. These are the brothers from the island.
Apparently.
Which I thought was always a bit sinister. Reminded me of something out of Lost.
We come to find you.
Okay, it wasn't as sinister as that. That's
sinister. Me for you. Sometimes I just go sinister.
Yeah.
It happens.
But we haven't even... This is John.
How you doing, everybody?
I'm Andy.
That's him.
I'm the guy with the ridiculous laugh that swears a lot. So...
And I'm the guy who plays the game shit.
Language.
Yeah.
Oh no, we both do that.
Okay, so we both shit at playing games, and he's the one who swears a lot.
Yeah.
Unless it's Bloodborne, then I'm the one swearing a lot. Yeah. But yeah. So let's get cracking.
Yeah, we're getting sidetracked a little bit.
We are
aren't we?
a little bit.
You may have realised from our previous episodes and our videos that we have trouble starting the videos.
We're really bad at this.
Yeah. So let's just crack on. Should we just yeah?
Let's just do
Does
this.
that work?
Let's
Okay.
start with question one.
Right, question 1.
What is your all-time favourite video game?
Not an easy question to start on.
All-time favourite video game?
Yep.
I suppose for me, it's right down there. I'm going to grab it so you can see it. I think this is probably my all-time favourite video game. The Legend of Dragoon. I have played this game ever since it came out, which is about 1998, 99-ish this came out. And I just fell in love with this game so much. It's a good old classic RPG. I don't know who it's made by. We had looked for this earlier, but we don't know who it's made by. So there's that, but it's just fantastic. The characters in it, the stories in it, the battle system I find is fantastic, and it's just a brilliant game. My favourite all-time game, I think, has to be The Legend of Dragoon.
Yeah. And ever since you first played it, you've been trying to get me to play it.
I have.
And we've said, yeah, you know what, we'll play it. And then since we started the channel, it was, yeah, we'll play it on the channel. It'll be wicked. And it's just, I've never played it.
No.
Never played it.
Whenever we mention our top 5 games, that always crops up for me.
Yeah.
Always. I absolutely love that game. If you haven't played it, go play it, guys.
Well,
Brilliant.
And I don't know mine. I'm big on the Final Fantasies, we both are.
Huge fans of Final Fantasy.
And the one I've played the most, I suppose, is 9. So arguably 9 on hours played alone. I think I'll probably have to go with that as probably my all-time favourite game.
You quite liked Klonoa as well.
Oh, Klonoa, Daughter Phantomile. Which, by the way, if anyone knows where I can find a PAL copy of that game, comment
Send
at
it
the
to
bottom.
us, yeah.
Tell me where I can find a PAL copy of that game.
Because he would like to play it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even have Steam. That's kind of a pathetic confession. I don't even have Steam. I know what I have Steam. I've just never done anything. I've never actually
played
bought
it.
anything.
Okay, fair enough.
I'll buy it on Steam. If it's on Steam, tell me.
There you go then, folks.
Yep.
Question 2. What game are you currently playing and or keep going back to?
And all. Well, again, we said we wouldn't do the ones for the channel because obviously we're currently playing the pre-sequel and you're playing Bloodborne.
Yes.
We've recently done a bit of Abe's Odyssey.
We've done a little bit of Mercenary Kings, and I've thrown up a couple of Mortal Kombat. Not proper, just like I've shared videos from the PlayStation of Mortal Kombat. So we can't mention those. That's cheating. So for me, I think the game I keep going back to, I really don't know. I am playing quite a lot of Dragon Age Inquisition at the moment. I do keep going back to that. That's a good game.
That's quite recent.
It is quite recent, so I don't know if that counts.
No.
What's an old game I keep going back to?
Choose a different one. I've got mine. The one that I've keep going back to and have completed more times than I can remember, or probably care to admit. And that is the very first Streets of Rage.
That's a good game, that is.
On the Sega Mega Drive.
That's an old game as well.
Yeah. Streets of Rage was amazing. That Golden Axe.
Golden Axe. Golden Axe 2. I didn't play 2.
They got gradually shitter.
I remember playing Streets of Rage. I remember playing Streets of Rage around your house, like God knows how long ago.
Oh, you will have done.
And I constantly kept pressing the button which calls for backup.
Yeah.
And you kept getting angry at me. It's like, don't press that button, tell the bosses.
It's fine. You do it once, that's forgivable. You do it twice, maybe it's a bit funny. Onwards from that, it's like you're wasting key tactical manoeuvres here, you fuckhead.
And I kept doing that. was a bit embarrassing.
Yeah, Streets of Rage.
Streets of Rage.
Really
Good game.
In fact, I want to play that again now.
We should play it on the channel. Somehow.
That could be a laugh.
Yeah.
Only takes like an hour.
To beat the whole game.
Well, it takes me an hour.
What do I keep going back to? I suppose it might have to be Final Fantasy VIII then for me. I do keep going back to that.
Oh, by the way, expect a lot of John's answers to either be Final Fantasy VIII or Final Fantasy VIII related. So I will try to add a bit of variation to this video, and essentially John will say Final Fantasy VIII for practically every response.
I'm going to do Hayley's version of Minecraft with everything, okay?
Or Kingdom Hearts.
Or Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts is good. Genre?
All over the place.
It is all over the place.
RPG though, really, isn't it?
RPG is number one at the top.
I mean, it's...
Without question.
That's probably the easiest question to answer.
So far.
Yeah.
Favourite video game genre? Role-play games.
Well, RPG, you've obviously got RPG and you've got JRPG. They can be two potentially different things. You've got like Final Fantasy RPG, or then you've got like Baldur's Gate RPG.
Okay.
Skyrim RPG.
Skyrim's an RPG, yeah. You've got your MMO RPGs. Like...
And yeah, well, in the same vein as Skyrim, you've got things like Fallout.
True. Then you've got your twists on them, like Borderlands, which is mainly an
again,
FPS,
FPS
but is an
RPG with RPG elements, yeah.
So yeah.
I think most of my favourite games probably have RPG elements. We could have really made that easy by just saying RPG and moving on.
And then moving on?
Yeah.
Well, hey, we're awkward.
Right, how long have you been playing video games?
Okay.
Pretty much since before I could eat solid food.
Yeah. Before I came out of the womb, I think.
Yeah. I was playing Atari in utero.
I was playing the NES back when I was in primary school. When I was like
You're going to have to clarify what
for our
primary school
American
is.
viewers. In America, you've got kindergarten, and then you go on to elementary school, I guess.
Yeah.
For us, it's we call it play school, which is basically the same.
Or nursery.
Or nursery, yeah.
Nursery. Yeah.
And then we go to primary school, which is your version of elementary school. So it's between like the ages 4 to 11. Yeah,
Yep.
you go to there. So between 4 and 11, around then I was playing my first video game console.
It's about the same for me. I think I must have been certainly pre-10. So I don't know, 7?
7 sounds
sort
good.
of roughly.
7 or
I
8
guess.
years old.
But yeah, so I mean, oh Jesus, 20 years?
It's a long time. It's been a long time.
Oh God.
Showing our age now, aren't we?
Oh. It's one of the things we said is don't show our age. And I've just immediately done
We've
that.
just done it.
Yeah.
Since we've been about 7, we've been playing games.
Yeah. Ignore the 20 years thing. Go since we're about 7, that way it leaves it ambiguous.
Yeah, we're actually 15, both of us.
Not in a million years is anyone going to believe that. They won't believe 18.
Not with this much facial hair.
No. You can get some beardy 18-year-olds.
Possibly. We're both 18.
I don't know where I'm going with this. Shall we go for the next question?
Let's go to the next question.
Next question.
What's the first game you ever played?
First game I ever played. Jesus.
For me, it's on the NES, Super Mario Bros. Bros. First game I played.
Super Mario.
Yeah.
The
The very first Super Mario.
very first game I ever played, console game certainly, would be the first Sonic the Hedgehog.
Good game.
Because when I got the Master System, you used to get the Master System and you had the option, because you had the inbuilt game that you didn't have to have the cartridge for.
Yeah.
And it was either Alex Kidd or the first Sonic. So I got the one that had Sonic, and so that would invariably have been the first one I played.
There you go.
Yeah, I enjoyed that game.
What about the first game you bought with your own money?
my own money? Fuck, I don't know.
For me, as Andrew has previously mentioned, was Final
Fantasy
VIII.
VIII.
That's the first game I bought with my own money.
I honestly cannot remember.
No problem.
I honestly have no idea. I'm glad that's not an actual question.
No, I just do that in for the fun of it.
Then I'm going to just name an obscure game for a console I never owned.
Do it.
I'm going to say Plock.
Plock?
Yep.
What the pluck you on about?
You've never heard it? Oh! I know something about games that you don't.
What? I'm
Plock. Look at Plock. It was wicked. It's like a little block guy, side-scroll platformer, and he had arms and legs and a head, but they weren't like attached. And you'd go through and your attacks would fire off your arms and then your legs and then your head, and then they'd come back. But if you fired too quickly, you'd lose all your body parts. And you'd just be like a torso.
It sounds
come back,
familiar.
and then you carry on, and then.
What game have you clocked the most hours into?
And weirdly for John, this is not Final Fantasy 8.
No, this is not Final Fantasy 8.
No.
The most time I've spent on Final Fantasy 8 has been about 120-ish hours. Is that not? That's a long time.
Yeah.
But as I
Yeah,
showed Andrew earlier on Steam earlier this morning, I have 790 hours clocked onto Skyrim. So it's probably that. I think
No, it's not.
I may have played.
No, it's not.
I
That's
may
not
have
the
played Monster Hunter for longer.
May have. May have. There's a confessions thing in the thing. Tell these good people how much of your life you have wasted on Monster Hunter. Tell them, or I will tell them.
I may have
And
clocked
I'll mock you.
about 2,000 hours on Monster Hunter. The first one on PS2. I did not stop playing that game when it came out.
And you should definitely be more ashamed of that than you are.
I do feel a bit embarrassed. No, the thing is, I loved that game. I loved that game so much. And those bastards who put it onto the DS. What are they taking off the PlayStation for? It's not fair. Put Monster Hunter back on PlayStation, you fuckers.
Relax. Relax, we're all friends here.
Yeah, apart from... Who made it? Capcom. Capcom, you're wankers. All of you. Put Monster Hunter back on PlayStation. Please.
Well, you've just made us a very powerful enemy in Capcom. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I will forever be your enemy, Capcom. They even took it off the PSP as well.
We're going to give John a moment. So, I think he needs some time to just calm down.
Okay. You answer your question. I was still talking.
Most hours. Probably Final Fantasy 9, I thought. Estimation. I mean, I've played through it probably about 3 times.
No, played through it more than that.
No, I mean like all the way through.
Oh, okay.
3 times. I've
probably...
started and not completed several times, and I've done it all the way through about 3 times.
Okay.
I'm probably looking at between 500 and 600 hours worth of
Good
worth
old
of
Final
playing
Fantasy
on Final
9.
Fantasy 9. Yes.
Good game.
Very good game.
Underrated game in the Final Fantasy series.
It is though, isn't it?
Yeah. Which is a bit sad because it's brilliant.
Yeah.
If you are a fan of Final Fantasy, go play it.
Yeah.
I'm going to say
if
that,
you're a
but
fan
maybe
of Final
push it.
Fantasy, then you've probably already played it.
Probably. Yeah.
But the thing is, even Final Fantasy fans don't like it.
A lot of them don't, and I don't know why. Because if you compare the graphics of 7 and 8 to 9, 9 is like vastly superior graphics.
Yes.
And it's on the same console.
Okay, I'm going to get on my soapbox now. Vastly superior graphics. Lack of angsty, whiny bellends carrying the story. A decent, thematically driven story, talking about like the cosmically, infinitesimally insignificant and finite nature of life and our own existence.
Yeah.
Colourful array of characters.
Mm-hmm.
A bad guy you actually don't like.
Kuja is a knob.
Yeah, he's just a legitimate knob. There's no kind of... there's nothing else to him. A decent number of side quests, although the one thing that's lacking is like the Omega weapon, Ruby weapon, like the huge...
There's only one super boss.
Super boss.
Oh, there's 2.
Yeah.
There's 2 super bosses in there. There's Ozma, and then the one in the book in Alexandria. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
I think that does that count as a super boss, maybe?
It's an optional boss.
It kicked my ass when I fought it.
Again, it's down to preparation. It's same for Ozma. Like, I played 9 with another friend. I do have another friend. Only one more friend.
And it's not me.
And we've played it several times, and like we've tried to beat Ozma countless times, and we always just got absolutely screwed. And this most recent time, I went over a short while ago, and we were prepared, and we absolutely pissed all over it. And it was
folks.
easy.
Ozma's not as scary as it seems.
No.
Even though it's a big, huge, double, twisty, rotating globe thing,
Yeah.
which just goes curse. Meteor. Game over.
It looks like a kind of magic 8-ball on LSD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And super LSD.
Yeah.
Sweet.
We're sort of we've got sidetracked again.
Again. Next question.
What's your longest gaming session?
Disappointingly, not very.
Yeah, probably not very.
I know ScareCrow said he played, I can't remember what game he said, my apologies, but you played it from Friday over through Monday, like over a long weekend.
Friday night to Sunday night.
Yeah, that's a long time to play a game, mate.
Yeah.
But we've not done nothing near that.
No.
If anything, I may have pulled an all-nighter trying to complete a raid on World of Warcraft, but that's been about it, to be honest. Maybe I stayed up all night playing Monster Hunter, but you know.
Well, you had 2,000 hours to rack up. You must have done it at some point.
It's not been. I've not sat down and played a game for literally 24 hours. I've not done that.
No.
So
No. I may have done sort of morning, all-nighter into the next morning, maybe. But probably not clocked into 24.
no. So under 24 hours.
I feel like we let the side down.
I think we have let the side down. Should we make something up?
Yeah.
We've played Pong for a week straight.
I played Space Invaders for a year and a half. And I didn't sleep.
That's impressive. Didn't
at
eat
all.
either.
No, I didn't eat.
Amazing. Look
Didn't
how
sleep.
good he looks as well.
Yeah.
Incredible.
It's incredible. I mean, inside my internal organs are ravaged by.
They're probably dust now, I think.
Yeah, pretty much.
Every time you burp, it's just a bit of dust.
I'm in a bad way. I'm in a bad way. But yeah, so
I'll try not to.
year and a half. Space Invaders.
You okay?
True story.
Is that heard?
Yes.
Sweet.
Next.
It says shit and sweet together.
Whose favourite game developer? When we were watching the Cartridge Kids video, we came up with a list of good developers.
Yeah.
So this is actually quite a tough question.
For us, it's tough because we don't have one favourite.
No.
For me, I'm a big fan of the RPG makers. So
Yes.
Bethesda.
Hats off to ScareCrow.
Hats off to ScareCrow.
Favourite from
Bethesda,
Bethesda.
exactly. I'm not going to say Square Enix because
Sorry, Mookie.
Sorry, Mookie. However, I will say Squaresoft. Okay, they made good RPG games. Final Fantasy 8, Final Fantasy 9, Final Fantasy 7.
Why did you do them in that order?
I don't know why I did it.
They're
in that order.
they're in numerical order, and you chose to
Well, I
ignore
wanted
that.
to start with 8 because you know Final Fantasy 8.
Fair-
Final Fantasy
okay.
8.
Stop.
8.
Stop it.
What else did they make? I think they made Breath of Fire. I'm not 100% sure on that. I think they did Dragon Quest as well, but I'm not 100% sure on that either. They definitely made Chrono Trigger, and you have to play that game.
Chrono Trigger is wicked.
That is a brilliant game.
Oh, I forgot about Chrono Trigger.
So for me, all the RPG developers are my favourite, but right at the top is Squaresoft.
Yeah. See, I don't know. I like Valve, Half-Life, and Left 4 Dead.
Did
I
they do,
hugely enjoyed both Left 4 Dead.
Did Valve do Portal as well?
I believe so.
Portal's good.
I could be wrong there. I could have said something really stupid.
I don't know.
Oh, it wouldn't be the first time, let's face it. So yeah, Bethesda, Squaresoft / Square Enix. I think we've got to give a tip of the hat that they're carrying on the legacy.
I suppose, but ever since that Sakaguchi guy got fired or quit the company, which is after Final Fantasy X, the Final Fantasy games have gone down in quality. 12 was an exception, but the rest of them have not reached the same quality as 10 and below, I don't think.
12? We're getting sidetracked again. This keeps happening.
It does.
But I've started now. 12 to the Final Fantasy series was like 4 was to the Resident Evil series.
Oh yeah.
I put that to you as a fact.
Yeah.
And you, our subscribers,
Because
people that are following.
the first 3 Resident Evil games were brilliant, but they were doing the same thing each time, weren't they?
First one was really, really good. Second one was really, really good. Third, and then
Then they thought, oh, is 4 going to be a bit like 3? Is it going to be a bit rubbish maybe?
Yeah.
But they changed it entirely, didn't they? They changed the whole way you play a Resident Evil game.
Yeah.
The whole over-the-shoulder camera angle and everything.
yeah,
And it was brilliant. It worked.
And the best inventory system of, I think, to be honest, any game.
Any game, yeah.
Any game.
With your little briefcase.
Yeah, the best inventory system ever. Resident Evil 4, and it follows on the comparison between Final Fantasy carries on because 12
They tried
a massive improvement
Yeah.
after some really dire games, and then you get to 13 and,
it's like,
and the franchise
Here's the edge of the cliff.
the franchise just shits a hole through the bed.
It's such a bad game.
And in
I
some
don't
way
care if anybody's upset by that either. Final Fantasy 13 is a bad game.
You heard it here first, folks.
Obviously, that's my opinion.
And yeah, in the same way that 5 went dramatically downhill in Resident Evil, and then 6 was the one that really shit the bed.
I didn't play 6 because I just heard how bad it was.
Oh, I did. Don't.
Is it shit?
Yeah, it's not good.
Final Fantasy 6. No.
Not Final
Resident
Fantasy
Evil
6.
6. Final Fantasy 6 is
Final
brilliant.
Fantasy 6 is really good.
It's really good. Resident Evil 6 is poo. Who is your favourite hero character from a game?
Say it. Say it. Say it. I know you want to. I know you want to. Say it. Say it. Say it.
Okay. I'm jumping on Mookie's boat. It's Score Leonhardt is my favourite
Ah,
game.
from what game?
I know you hate him.
From what game?
Final Fantasy 8!
Yes,
Woo!
yes, Final Fantasy fucking
Score.
8.
What about you?
I'm struggling, I've got to admit. Favourite hero character.
This could be from any game.
See, he's not a good character. He's a total living cliche. But I think as far as sort of quintessential video game heroes go, I think you can't go far wrong with Duke Nukem.
Duke Nukem?
Yeah.
Mr. Innuendo spewing
Yeah.
cliche.
Square-jawed, cigar-smoking ass-kicker.
Who just likes to kill bad guys and have sex.
Yeah. Who doesn't?
Who doesn't?
Yeah, who doesn't? Or... Or, I had one. It's gone now. Should have really thought about that before starting the sentence. Now I don't know where I'm going with
You
it.
did mention Booker DeWitt earlier.
Booker DeWitt. I do like Booker DeWitt, but I like Bioshock Infinite. I've recently played that through for the second time.
It's a
I
good
do
game.
like
It's
Booker
a
DeWitt.
good
And
game.
you can often sort of, you find yourself not getting attached to protagonists in first-person shooters because, I mean, more often than not they're silent. I mean,
Yeah.
Booker DeWitt isn't silent, but I mean,
No.
you never see more than his hands, realistically.
It's got the scar one of them, hasn't he? And,
Yeah. I don't know. He has a lot of dialogue for a FPS protagonist, and I quite like Booker DeWitt.
Yeah, which is unusual for an FPS, as you said.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah. So I think I'll probably go with Booker DeWitt.
Booker DeWitt.
Yeah.
And Score Leonhardt. There we go.
Now to the flip side. Who's your favourite villain?
Who's your favourite villain?
See, I know you'd have thought about this.
Yeah,
This would be one of the questions you'd have definitely thought about.
I've definitely thought about this, and the most obvious one to me is Handsome Jack from Borderlands 2,
Yes.
because he's my favourite villain because he's a good villain, and but I don't want to mention him because I think he's quite obvious. So
Yeah.
I've got two in mind which I want to mention. I've got Liquid Snake from Metal Gear 1, the first Metal Gear Solid, I should say, because there is a Metal Gear 1. Metal Gear Solid, Liquid Snake. Because no matter what you do to that bastard, you can't kill him, okay? And he's always in your ear, he's always telling you, oh, you're not going to be able to do this, Snake. Oh, you're finally shown up, Snake. How nice of you. Now to shoot you with my helicopter and all this bollocks. And at the end of the game, when you finally get to kill him, he fucking kills himself because a fox died. Or something else kills him, and you don't get to kill him for being a bastard. So fuck you, Liquid Snake. And the other one is Kane from Soul Reaver. Voiced by Simon Templeman, who's a good voice actor. I'm smart, I know who his voice actor is. Simon Templeman, yeah, Kane, because much like Liquid Snake,
Yeah, for similar reasons.
yeah, he's for some reason he taunts you, he provokes you throughout the entire game, but unlike Liquid Snake, he just fucks off at the end and you don't get to kill him. So, bah! But he's a good villain because of his voice and what he does. I mean, in the opening credits where Razziel's like, I have evolved with my wings, and Kane's like, oh, you got nice wings. Not anymore, you haven't. Fuck off down the big swirly water thing. He's a bastard. There you go. Liquid Snake and Kane.
I don't know, but one that I like, whether he's my favourite, you won't see this coming. You won't.
Well,
Promise you.
let me guess.
Guess.
I can't think of anyone.
If you guess this,
I can't think of anybody. Sephiroth.
no.
No?
You didn't guess it, that's okay.
Oh, okay.
Heihachi Mishima.
Oh, okay.
You want to talk
I
about...
did not see that coming.
You want to talk about utter bastards?
Hayashi Mishima.
Heihachi Mishima.
He's a
From
bastard.
Tekken.
Hello, son. Here's a cliff.
Yep.
Bye.
Oh, son, here's a cliff. Grandson, here, let me fire the pair of you off in a rocket. he's an absolute prick.
And he doesn't die.
And he
either.
doesn't die.
Hayashi Mishima is a prick and immortal. At that.
Yeah. I mean, in Tekken 4, I think it was, he was like 80.
Yeah.
Most hated character.
Who
in
is your
any
most
game.
hated character of any game? Hated character. Again, I think Handsome Jack has to
Jack.
pop up here.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to say Handsome Jack. No one has made me so instantly and categorically hate them
Enraged
as,
so much.
as Handsome Jack.
It's like one of the first things he says to you when you wake up in the snow. He's like, oh, you're still alive? How about you go and kill yourself so I don't have to do it, sort of thing.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck
Yeah,
you, Jack.
Pretty much, he does just say, just kill yourself.
You've already killed me, tried to kill me once, and now you're
Yeah.
just telling me to go off myself.
And the thing is, you hate him from the word go, and you don't meet him until really, really close to the end.
Right near the end of the game, yeah.
But you only hear his voice and see his little picture in the corner.
And that's what infuriates you, because you can't get to him.
Yeah.
He's up on his stupid space station, the Helios, isn't he? He's
Yeah.
up on that stupid thing.
He's an arse.
And no matter how many bullets you shoot up into space, you can't hit it.
No, which we have tried.
God knows we've tried.
What gaming systems do we have?
Gaming systems. Okay.
Are we going to do collectively?
Yeah.
In the interest of the channel.
Yeah. Okay. Collectively, let's try and go from early back as we can. So it'll be the NES for me.
What do you own? So do you still own it?
Oh, that I
It's not
own.
have you own.
No,
Is
that's
this
been,
what do you own now?
no, that's been thrown away. The NES has been thrown away.
Yeah.
So that I personally currently own is the PlayStation 1, the PlayStation 2,
Yep.
PlayStation 3,
Yep.
PlayStation 4.
Are you seeing a trend
You
here?
got to see a trend going along here. The PSP
Yep.
and my PC over there.
Yeah.
That's what I own.
And if we're doing collectively, we've also got an Xbox 360.
We have an Xbox 360 in the mix as
Yeah.
well. That's it, I
And
think.
do you count like not the original PlayStation? You know the PS1, the little kind of roundy edged white one that they brought out afterwards, not the big grey blocky one.
The big,
The PS1. It's not a different. It's a sort of. It's not really a different
I don't
console,
know.
but I've got that.
because that's called the PS1, but the big grey blocky one is also known as PSX.
Yeah.
So
So we've got PSX, PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, PC, PSP.
PSP. There is a Wii downstairs, but it's not mine, so it doesn't count. So yeah, PlayStation. Woo!
First game system. What was your first game system?
First game system.
We've already sort of alluded to this, haven't we?
Yeah. It depends, because I assume that we discussed this earlier. It's the first game system you've played on, or the first one you've owned with your own money.
Well, I think you can own it and not have it be your own money. You can be bought. 'Cause my first game system was purchased for me.
Okay. Which was
Sega Master System.
Sega Master. Well, that's going back. That is
Yeah.
Sega Master System.
Which I know I mentioned earlier because of the first game I ever played, being the Sonic the Hedgehog on it. Sega Master System. I had about 6 or 7.
So for me, it's probably the NES was my sister's. So the first one for me would have been the PlayStation 1.
yeah.
Yeah. The NES was my sister's.
The first one I bought with my own money was a PlayStation 2 though.
Same here. PS2.
I was telling you this story earlier, wasn't I?
The whole Tekken tag
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
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 I paid 320 quid for my PlayStation 2.
Bloody no.
Yeah.
And now you can get them for about 50 quid.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, it was like when it first came out.
Yeah. I
I
think
go into toys.
I bought my PS2 because I wanted Final Fantasy X. And I was around, do you remember Phil? Long
Yep.
hair Phil? I was
Yep.
around his, and he had a PS2 and he had Final Fantasy X, and I thought, I want to play this game so badly. So I went and bought a PS2 and Final Fantasy X. So there you go.
The
that was
foolishness
my-
of youth, and then you realise that Final Fantasy X is actually quite shit.
I didn't mind it. There's been worse, but there's certainly been better.
There certainly, for me, hasn't been a more annoying main character.
Well, 2 main characters, Tidus. 3 if you include Riku.
Oh, she's less annoying.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, for me, Tidus and Yuna are 2 of the most irritating characters in. I think not just in the Final Fantasy franchise, in any game. I loathe them.
That's quite a statement to make.
Tidus, he's a moron.
I agree with you
He's
with
an
Tidus.
absolute moron. He's got zero redeeming features. He's arrogant, he's stupid, he talks when he should just shut the fuck up.
And when things don't go his way, he cries.
Yeah.
Like a big girl.
Yeah, he's a twat.
He's a
I
twat.
really dislike him.
What's your favourite gaming system? I'm going to say the PlayStation 1 for me. Because that's got...
I wonder what he's going to say now,
Final
folks.
Fantasy 8! Also, it's had Final Fantasy 7 on. It's had Final Fantasy 9 on.
Yep.
It's had Legend of Dragoon on it.
Yep.
It's had some of the... there's a port for Chrono Trigger on it.
Seriously?
Yep. You can get Chrono Trigger on the PS1.
How did I not know this? Why have you not told me this before now?
I thought you knew.
No!
You didn't?
I'd be playing it. Now. Whilst we're doing this, I will be playing Chrono Trigger.
And I'm trying to play Chrono Trigger.
Fuck off, I'm not answering your damn questions.
You can get Chrono Trigger on the PlayStation. It might be USA, but...
Oh, fuck.
If you any of you USAers over there...
USAers? That's a phrase you've literally never used before.
If you've got a PlayStation version of Chrono Trigger, send it to us. At Infinite Toast at London PO Box Infinite Toast. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Mine. Okay, favorite gaming system.
Yeah.
PS2.
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 Why?
Because the end. No. Because I think it was the first one I bought with my own money, and I remember sort of going home and putting it in. It was Tekken Tag, the first Tekken Tag that I had.
Tekken Tag
with it, and I just remember putting the game on and witnessing the instead of the the old PlayStation little startup logo with the kind of the swirls and all that kind of thing. And I remember it was amazing, and I put Tekken Tag in, and I remember just being absolutely blown away by the graphics on it and Tekken Tag.
There's nothing like it on PS1, was there?
Absolutely incredible. No, I mean the jump was amazing. Yeah. And so I was and there was when I think about it, it's not just I can see the graphics, I can remember what it was like to play it for the first time and all that. It was an overall sensation that is brought to mind whenever I think about that particular sort of gaming time of my life. So I think it's got to be without question the PlayStation 2.
PlayStation 2,
without doubt.
Brilliant. What game are you most excited for to come out in the future?
You're probably better informed on this than me.
Well, I've got 3 at the moment. 3 games I've pre-ordered, which are The Witcher 3, because The Witcher 2 was phenomenal. If you haven't played it,
I haven't.
I'll let you play it at some point because it's on PC.
Ah, right, okay.
Brilliant game. Difficult. Very difficult. It basically throws you... Well, it used to be difficult because now they've actually added a patch which gives you a tutorial. Just tells you how to play the game. But initially it was, here's The Witcher 2, have fun. And then you died all the time because you didn't know how to play it. But yeah, Witcher 2 was brilliant, so I'm looking forward to, what was that? Witcher 3, definitely looking forward to that. A shout out to Haille again, Kingdom Hearts 3, I'm looking forward to that. Deeply so, muchly deeply so. And Final Fantasy 15. I've been looking at that a fair bit, and that's starting to look a bit impressive, to be honest.
Yeah.
So
that's one that I'm looking forward to as well.
I'm going to be getting that. Whether we'll play it on the channel or not, I don't know, but I'm looking forward to getting my hands on it.
Well, we've got to actually finish a fucking game on the channel, haven't we?
We have to finish one of them at some point.
Yeah.
I think.
Which we will, we promise.
Yeah, honestly, we will.
It's fun for me. Final Fantasy 15. It's a difficult gaming time for me because a lot of the ones that I've been looking forward to have recently come out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, what were you looking forward to?
I was looking forward to the pre-sequel, obviously. Yeah. I was looking forward to Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to Dying Light.
Oh.
Which my brother's got. I've tinkered around with a bit, which is actually pretty good.
What's that about? Excuse me. What's that
about? First person, sort of free running, vaguely modern day. It's like sort of Far Cry.
Okay.
But with zombies.
With zombies?
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's sort of weapon crafting and awesome decapitation and free running and jumping around and.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Oh no! I'll tell you what I'm looking forward to.
Oh.
State of Decay.
Oh.
State of Decay. I'm looking forward to State of Decay. Because that looks like 2 of my... I've missed out on one of my favourite games that I haven't spoken about at all, but I'm going to mention it now.
Really?
It looks like The Last of Us.
Yeah.
And Left 4 Dead. It looks like a sort of fusion of the both of those. It's about sort of surviving sieges and the relationships with characters and stuff. This State of Decay. It looks awesome. I'm looking forward to State of Decay.
I've got a game developer and a game that you should have mentioned, and you haven't.
Really?
The developer is Black Isle, and the game is Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
Why have you not said that?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I even mentioned Baldur's Gate, didn't I, when we were talking about RPGs?
You may have done, actually.
Yeah.
But Black Isle also did
Champions in the Wrath 1 and 2. Oh, some good games.
Which we might do on the channel. We've got Champions of the Wrath, and we may put it on the channel.
I just want to play it now.
I do as well.
Yeah.
Do you want to go home and get it?
I might do that.
Okay.
We should probably wrap this up first.
Yeah, let's wrap this up first.
Yeah.
Then let's go play Champions of the Wrath.
Okay. Now the important, we've got to find someone to tag.
Yeah.
The thing is, we're in the process of kind of talking to people on Twitter and following YouTubers and stuff.
We're still trying to make
anyone very
connections,
well.
Yeah.
But I think we did settle on one. before we start.
We've got one in mind we want to tag, which
so
is...
I think that'll probably do it.
Yeah.
And they'll probably really surprised and they'll probably have forgotten who we are.
Probably.
It's worth doing just so we can say we've tagged somebody.
So we're going to tag Two Moogles Gaming. Yeah.
So
if you haven't, get these answers questioned.
Make this a thing because this was awesome.
I got my words mixed up.
Do you need to go for a lie down?
Okay.
All right. While John's having a nap, we'll wrap this up. Yeah. So again, big shout out to Cartridge Kids, all those involved, and to ScareCrow for the tag.
Final Fantasy VIII. Cartridge Kids, you're awesome. Our brothers and sisters
from
the bigger,
the other island,
the hot dog covered island.
Other island.
The other island.
That's
the other island. The other island.
Yeah. So see you next time. We will expect some more Borderlandsing and Bloodborning, etc., etc. So, and thanks to all the new followers on Twitter, all our subscribers. We're nearly at the 50, so we're going to try and think of something to do for the 50 subscribers.
Something embarrassing, hopefully.
Yeah. And keep watching. Thanks to everybody. And we'll see you next time.
Indeed.
So, adios, YouTube. Toast out.